When I was little, we didn't have a dog. My brother and I grew up without having any animals in the house because the whole family was allergic, which I think is what has created my love of animals today. I shouldn't say we didn't have any animals. We had a fish tank and we had a bird, but I always wanted to have a dog. The minute Mike and I got our first place together, the first thing we did was we got a dog, and his name was Blazer. Blazer was awesome in his own little way. He was, let's just say, he wasn't like the best first time dog for somebody who had never owned a dog before. He was part black lab and part Australian cattle dog. If you can imagine those two breeds together, he had a ton of energy. He constantly wanted to run, and he was a little skittish on top of that. One of my favorite stories about Blazer, I was still in school at the time, and I was going back and forth to school during the week, and Mike had Blazer on his own during the week. So Mike let him out at night to go potty, and Blazer would not come back inside. The good news is that we had a giant fenced yard, so Blazer couldn't, wander off, which was great, but Mike could not get him back inside. However, we discovered really quickly that Blazer's favorite thing was popcorn. Mike laid out a trail of popcorn to the back door, walked around the house, and when Blazer got close to the back door, walked up behind him and Blazer walked inside. Let's just say that this whole thing probably took a lot longer than I'm making it seem. At, midnight, Mike finally got to go to bed. We underestimate the experiences and the love that animals bring to our families and to our relationships. And Mike and I still talk about that story today, even though it was 20 years ago. When we started this farm, I told Mike, I was like, there are people out there that don't have any animals. And we have, 20 or 30 calves a year and over 1 million followers on social media. People want to be able to experience what we're experiencing. Some people's families don't allow for pets. Some people can't have pets. So how can we figure out a way for people to be able to experience what we're experiencing? That's where we came up with our signature line of stuffed animals. And I know that you guys have seen the first couple. We have released Sophie and we have released Molly. We're about to release our third one. Tomorrow, you are going to meet Carter.